All right, as we begin this call, my name is Denise Fidelia.
I'm Ramona Big Eagle.
And we are with Team Victory. We were talking about Tower Gardens and how much we love the Tower Gardens. And when we heard our guest that it will be speaking, we're like, oh my goodness, she is someone that's going to put some great deposit into us as we continue working with the Tower Gardens. So I asked Ramona to contact our guest, and Ramona will share about our guest.
Okay. Well, first off, I am super excited. I mean, I always love our team meetings anyway, but this is really a special team meeting because we have a very special guest. Her name is Josée Turmel. She's from Quebec, Canada. She is the mother of 3. She's a Tower Garden farm owner, a Tower farm owner in Quebec, an online entrepreneur, and she's been with Juice Plus since October of 2020, and she is, drum roll, an EMD.
So these are some of her pictures. I'm not sure if we can.
And it's supposed to automatically go through.
Yes, this is my husband, Danny.
Okay. Okay.
We are at the farm. We are at the market, actually. This is our friend. This is not ours. It's another one of our partners, Tower Farm.
I was there. Okay.
Yeah. The first picture you saw from Danny and I, it's the kind of a farmer market. It's not kind of. It's a farmer. It's a before that. It's a farmer market. Farmers market in the city. Not this one. Yeah, this one. So from May to October, we have decided to be there with 6 towers, and that's where we sell our lettuce during the summer until October, because there are like 2,000 to 3,000 person per day going there. So it's great. It's all producer, all local producers. So that's where we're gonna sell our lettuce for the summer until fall. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So the other pictures is one of our partners who opened a mini tower farm also in the area.
Okay.
And the other one also. I don't know if there are other pictures.
There are 14.
Okay.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Okay.
You were
More
getting ready to
towers.
go someplace and you put the towers in the van.
Yeah, that's when we brought them to the farmers market. Actually, this is the farmers market. Yeah, we brought 2 demos, so we have 2 flex and a home so that people can see, and then we produce also over there. So that's when we went to the conference in Phoenix. Were you there in Phoenix? Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oops. Yeah, so it was at the resort, Camelback Resort. You are invited there when you get to new NMD. So it was great.
So Josée, I wanted you just to start with telling us how you got started with Tower Farms, with Juice Plus Tower Farms, and what made you want a Tower Garden and then want a Tower Garden farm?
Well, at first, going back to summer 2020, where like the beginning of the pandemic, we decided that we had to be more sovereign and more independent on food and on everything, actually. And my husband wanted to create like a kind of a neighborhood, construct houses with a solar panel, everything, so that we cannot depend on the least possible on the government or whatever. So it started like that. So I said, well, we will have to grow our food. And I don't have a green thumb at all. I don't have any garden. I don't do gardening. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to learn about that. So I did some research, and I went in a gardeners group, a Facebook group, and I saw a post of a tower garden from Randy Devine, which is now my upline. And I said, oh, what is that? That's my kind of thing. It seems easy. So I did some research on the on the company. That's my journalist side, my old journalist side, because I used to work in journalism a long time ago. And so I did all the research on this technology, and I found that it was there for more than 15 years, and that we don't know about it in Quebec, because it was, of course, it is in English part of Canada, but in Quebec there were no partners who were selling Tower Garden, or none that I've known of, and still don't know any others from our team that sell them. So when I saw that it was a network marketing company, I was already in network marketing. So I said, oh, this is great. I want to be a partner for sure. I want to share that. So I just started to share it. Well, I bought one. I just followed what was written on the paper, and everything worked. I was like, oh my God, that's magic. And so I just started to share it on Facebook, show people what it was, and it piqued curiosity so much. People were like, oh, what is that? Nobody had ever seen that in Quebec. So people were, and it was fall, it was October going to winter. And I was telling my friend, I will have lettuce and whatever else in my house for the old winter. So people were like, hey, I want one too. And they were also saying, hey, can I be a partner, a distributor also? Yeah, of course. But I wasn't focusing on team building, because I know what it is. I know it's a lot of work and it's a lot of energy. And at that time, I didn't have this energy. I was very busy with other things. And so I said, I'm selling towers. You want to be partner? Yeah, here's how it works. Talk to my upline. They speak English though, but I can help you for the basic, but I'm not doing coaching every week and blah, blah. You're going to be like on your own. And it was like, oh yeah, okay, no problem. So I started to build my team this way, actually. And at first we saw the commercial side of it, the tower farm. And right at first, my husband and I, we looked at it and we took some information. We were interested. But then it was fall 2020, and then it was going crazier and crazier with the pandemic. So we were like, we want to leave Quebec, because they were like crazy in Quebec, like the worst in the world almost. So we were like, we want to leave. We want to go live in Florida. We don't want to build any business in Quebec, because everybody was crazy. So that's why we put the Tower Farm project on hold, and we went to Florida for a couple of months, and we came back. And I have a daughter. She's 15 years old, and she still go to school here. She doesn't want to go live somewhere else for now. So we said, okay, we're gonna stay here for a couple of years. So that's why last October we have decided to go on with the Tower Farm project. So we opened a small urban tower farm in November. And sometimes people say, oh, she's an MD because she opened a tower farm. No. I became an MD before the tower farm opens. So just to let you know. So it's you can reach that. Anybody can reach it. And I have another partner who is also an MD, and he doesn't have any tower farm either. So anybody can get to an MD with only tower gardens, because my business is like 99% tower garden. So it's possible. And then, so we opened the tower farm in November, and we developed a kind of a new model. It's a mini urban tower farm. So it's just a 10 towers with the dosing system and everything, so that people can see what it is, how it works. And since it's in the city where it's just by a Costco, so there are a lot of people just passing by. The people stop, they come and buy the lettuce that we produce. We produce mini romaine, so we sell the lettuce. We sell seedlings for people who have tower, or when they buy towers, they want their seedling already ready, And we have 2 demo towers so that people can see flex in a home if they want to buy one at their house. So bad, because at the end of the day, we want to sell towers. So it's kind of a good showroom, I'd say. Yes, it's a mini urban tower farm. Yes, we sell lettuce, but we have displays also to show the technology, so that people can see it for real and not only on Facebook. So it helps to share the technology, and so people can see. And all my partners from all the province, they can send their clients to the farm so that people can see, and then they continue with them after that. So we opened it in November, and now it's been, say, 8 months, and now we open at the farmers market, and we want to open one also in Montreal. And we have partners who open we helped them. We helped 4 partners to open mini tower farms like that in the province. So it's a start. It's a start, but the interest is here in Quebec, because since we are in the winter for 3/4 of a year almost, it's starting to get warm now. So the summer is so short here. So even when you have a garden outside, it's for 3 months. So you really need inside solution. So tower garden is perfect for that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
most of your tower gardens that you have, you shared or sold, are they mostly indoor tower gardens then?
It's all indoors.
It's
Yeah.
all indoors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we always sell them with the lights. I think I've never sold a tower without lights. Yeah, some people they put their towers outside. Like mine, last summer I put it outside because I was afraid of doing pollinizations. As I told you, I don't know anything about that. So I said, I'm going to start outside, and tomato, cucumber, everything was appearing. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then during the winter, then I decided I'll go with the pollinization, and it's so easy. I should have done that before. So it's easy. And we created a support group, just as you have in English. You have a tower to table. So we have a tour à la table, a French version of tower to table, so that when we have a new client, we also always send them the link, so that they come in the community, so that they don't feel alone, because most of the people, they don't know how to do the pollinization inside or whatever. So we created a lot of videos so that people can have the knowledge easily, because sometimes what I've heard is that the Juice Plus partners, why they are afraid of sharing the towers. They're like, oh, I don't really know what to say, how it works, or my client's gonna call me all the time. What do I do with my cucumber? What do I do? So that's why you have to create community support like that. So when you have the tower to table, and there are some other groups also, you have so much resources in English. We don't have all of this in French. We have to create all of this. So you have it all in your hands, all the English resources for the partners, for their clients. There is so many. So you are very lucky for that. We have to do it all in French. So when you bring your client to those communities, so that they have the basics, then you won't have to answer that many questions every week, And so when you equip them at first with all the basic they need to know, then after that they get to, of course, sometimes there are some who write to me in Messenger. Oh, Josée, what do I do with my cucumber? I always send them I never tell them the answer right away, because they're gonna write to me every week. Otherwise, I just send them the link to my YouTube channel. I send them the link to the video in the group, so that they can get to understand that they have to go do their own research, just as we do with kids,
That's good. So that helps answer one of those questions. How do you help your customers maintain their tower gardens? So you're sending them the videos, and you're sending them to different resources. You don't go to their house and help them set it up or anything?
No. I'd say that Danny's doing it, my husband, for schools, when we have big clients that they have like 15 towers, and so he goes there and he help them. But the other day there was a woman, she was like 84. She was so nice, and she had some problems to put the towers on, so Danny went. But it's exceptional. Usually people they are able, and we did some video, and we will do some new ones, because we didn't have the time to do that many. But we have videos to show people how to set up their towers, how to put the water out every 2 to 3 months. We have to change the water from the tank. So you use the tube, so we have a video to show them. We have the video to show them how to put the lights on, and it works, and how to start their seedlings, how to pollinize the cucumber, how to take care of the tomato and the pepper. So a video for everything. So, and we're gonna do much more this fall. This is my mission, to do that this fall. I haven't done it. I didn't have the time to do as many as I want. But I have one of my partners, she did such a great job. She took a couple of months to do it, and it's for her downlines. But I'm gonna inspire myself from what she did. She did like a professional videos, like 15 of them, 5 minutes each, how to set up your tower, how to start your ceiling, how to put your lights and how it works, and then how to maintain your tower every week, how to maintain your tower every 3 months, how to clean it every twice a year. So, and the more frequent questions that people ask. So she did like 15 small videos like that, and it's on her private YouTube channel, and she sent it to every customer in her downline. So it's a great resource to step out of the mass, and so that people, they want to go to her because she has a lot of support. So it took time to do it, but everybody can do that. And I think it's a great resource that she created. So that's what I also want to do for all my downline. But it takes time, but when it's done, then you're good to go.
So part two of that question then, so if you're not helping the customers physically, I mean, do you ever do any tower garden maintenance? If someone says, hey, I really do need some help with my tower, would you do something like that for them, or how does that work for you?
I don't, because I think that everybody can do that by themselves. It's very easy. It's cleaning a tower. I've cleaned 5 in 2 days. So it's not. We give them the information. We take a acid. I don't know in English. We don't take yeah, I don't know the word in English. Well, we take produce that way. It's gonna be sterilized, twice a year.
Yes.
Acid something. Well, it's good for the
citric acid. Are you talking about?
I think citric. Yeah, I think it's citric acid. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it cleans so well. It's so great. Oh yeah, yeah. So it's not complicated to do. So, but if so, it's something that we might, if we with the farm, with our clients, with the farm, if we have the time, maybe in the next year. This is a service that we might offer the like we do. I have one employee that goes to, it's a bank, and they have 2 towers and they don't have the time to take care of it, but they want their towers over there. So she goes every week and they pay for that. Right. And for banks, money is no object. So she I think it's $80 per hour when she goes there. So I don't think that many people would pay that, but a bank, they can pay. So she goes every week and she takes care of the tower. So that's for corporation. But for individuals, I think it's better that we show them on a video so that they can be more autonomous with that and do it by themselves.
Good.
Mm-hmm. That's
right.
Great.
We've got another partner that had asked this. What is your strategy, if any, regarding placement of partners? Because we've heard you've gone wide. You have new partners. Do you place them under certain partners as you go along? How do you do that?
Well, since the beginning, when I had new partners, it was always going wide straight to me, because I was not at all thinking of structures, because I was not interested. and so it built by itself. When one of my partner, he developed more, a couple of them. And then when I decided last year in February, not this year, but 2022, that's where I decided to go all in with Tower Gardens. I had some other things I was doing, and I decided that it was the mission that was appealing me the most. So because I wanted to help people with food sovereignty, and because of all the food shortage and the price of the food, and we're like, oh, we need solutions. So I think it's such a great solution that I really had this mission in mind to share. So that's where I decided to go all in, and I had this big team going up and growing. So that's where I decided to take my seat as a leader and do the work. So starting Tower Talks every week and coaching every week on Zoom. So I started that like last March. So then I understood compensation plan, which is very complicated to understand. But once you get it, you get it. It's such a great compensation plan because you have bonuses right when you start. It's not very, very motivating. So straight when you start, you can get bonuses so fast. So it keeps people motivated and wanted to go further and further. So it's very interesting. So yeah, so I understood that I needed all those legs, and anyway, they were naturally there because I built so wide. So it's very important, I think, at first, I'd say until you're SC, I don't think it's the time to think about strategy to place, because you have to go wide because you never know which leg's gonna grow, So you need many, maybe you need 30 to get 6 or 50, I don't know, to get 6 grow, because you need 6 good ones, great ones, to go up the compensation plan. So yeah, and then when you have those leaders who work their business, then yeah, it can be a possibility to help in the structure, but we have to be aware of that, because if you do it all the time, well, the partners will say, I'm waiting for new partners under me. Yeah. So, it's tricky. But when you have a partner who's working hard and sometimes might need a little help in here and there, now I think that is okay. But if you started to implement this way of doing and they start to wait for partners arriving under them, that's not good, because they will not work for it. So I think that it's better that a partner finds his new partners so that they can grow their team. But when they're getting to, let's say, leadership position, and then sometimes it can be strategically interesting, because you need wide, but you need to be deep also. But that it's very important when we do that the new person that is coming, it's important that she feels welcome and she feels that she's going to be related to you. You're going to take care of her. It's not like, okay, go there and I don't want to see you anymore. It's important, the perception of the person. So because for me, what it's like, I have so many to take care of. So that if I have a good leader that I know she's doing a good leadership and training and coaching, and she's going to take care of that person because she has more time. So we work as a teammate together. I'm doing a part of it. This person is doing another part. So she's going to do the onboarding, I'd say, and welcome the person and telling some basic things. So the person feels supported right at first. And of course I'm always there. And so sometimes, but it's better that it's not like a way of doing it, like putting people. It's not like, because I know that other companies, it's different. It's like, 2 legs and they build like 2 like that. It's binary, I think. So and then they all don't have the choice to put people on there. Since it's not our structure, so it's important to go wide. But yeah, if of course you want to have a good paycheck, you need to go deep also, because when you get to the 5th generation of PB, the POB is good, but the PB, that's where the paycheck is. Oh yeah, you want many QSCs. Yeah, you want many QSCs because you get the clubs, but also it's all the PBs, the 5th generation. You're paid down to 5 generations, and the POB, it's just 1. It's good too, but
do you mind sharing with us how wide you are right now?
I would have to check. I know that I have of course 6 legs, because starting to IMD we need 6. 1 QND, I have 1 NMD, 1 QNMD, and 2 QSS, 1 QSSC, another QSSC. the last one, QSAC, he sold a lot of towers because he's an influencer, but then all the structure of the team, I took care of it because it wasn't, but he has a big team under him. So that's why I'm helping them a lot. So yeah, so
all of this in 3-year period?
Yeah, and 2.5, yeah.
Yeah.
And all together, don't you have over 1,000 partners?
Yeah, it's 998. Yeah. and we have like 2,268 clients. So it's all towers. Well, so of course some Juice Plus also, but I'd say 99% of the partners are focusing on towers. And what is good is that we will have plenty of time for Juice Plus also, because it's such great to match them together, because once this client paid his tower is going to buy a second one probably, or a third one, but we have the time to educate them, and then they are more educated on good food and eating well, healthy, and then they're asking us, what is Juice Plus? I'm receiving email from Juice Plus, and then that's a good time oh yeah, Juice Plus is a capsule, it's real food, and oh wow, that's great, it's food that you can grow in your towers anyway, so you just bridge the gap because you never eat 13 serving of vegetables anyway, and they're like, oh, I'm interested. So it's a good second door, for me. So because some of the clients are asking me, all my children and all my family are on the Juice Plus. When I found that, it took me like 6 or 7 months before getting interested into that. And when I watched it and I read about it, I was like, oh my God, this is great. All the family, all of my children, they take my father, who had a big operation last year, and he was like very sportive and very energetic, and he was like walking very slow for the last year. And 2 weeks ago, I put him on the Juice Plus and the Omega, and for the last 2 weeks, he says, oh my God, I have more energy, and he walks faster, and it's just the beginning. So it's great. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at a question in the chat. Since you do mostly indoor towers, are you doing any tomatoes or anything like that?
Yes, we do tomato, peppers, cucumbers, celery. The celery is so good. Bok choy, it's good also. Yeah, it's so easy to grow bok choy, and all the leafy greens, of course, and herbs, and what else? Oh, the sugar pea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not. Yes, yeah, they're good. Yeah. Of course, we could grow melon, we could grow strawberry, but I think it's not worth it because like it takes so much time, like for a melon or for strawberry, unless you have like 2 top. Because when I eat strawberry, I eat like a whole bunch of strawberries, so I don't want just 3 or 4 in the tower, So if you want for it to worth it, you need a couple of towers of strawberry. So what I'm getting to tell all my customers to just grow the things that you're gonna have many of, like tomato, the same plant. I have the same tomato plant in my tower since last November, and you have 6 to 7 cycles of fruit, flowers and fruit, instead of in a regular garden, which is 1 or 2 cycles. So it's the same plant that gives me cherry tomatoes all the time. Same thing with the pepper. My pepper, I have like 8 peppers in the same plant all the time, and then new flowers and new peppers. But at the same time, all the time, 7 to 8 peppers. Peppers. It says pepper, green and then yellow. Yeah. So, and the celery, you just cut them and they grow again. So, and the lettuce is the same one. The same plant. I take some leaf, and then after 2 to 3 months, when the taste is like bitter, I just change it. Yeah.
How do you do the cucumbers now? Because cucumbers are viney and they go out. So do you have any problems with the grow lights with that?
Well, I cut them a lot. And then I have one which is auto-pollinate. So I like it because otherwise I'm always there, because it does a lot of flowers. So sometimes the first time it was not auto-pollination, and there was so many, I lost some because I just couldn't I didn't have the time to pollinate all
remember.
of them. It's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, but I cut them because yeah, of course, otherwise it's going so big. It's yeah. And some people sometimes they have problem with the leaves turn yellow. Yes, but sometimes people are just watching too much their leaves, you know. Oh, my leaf is green. Oh, my leaf is yellow. Oh, my leaf. You know what? I just cut them when I don't like them. Just I don't like this. I don't like this leaf. I don't know that much, but I'm like I'm cutting it. I'm cutting this one, and everything is okay. So we don't. It's better not to too much overthink. I know that sometimes I might do mistake, but no one died. No one died yet. So yeah, and they're all good. And for the developing of the business, maybe you'd like to know how I do it with thinking with the towers. And I know that James Kaufman did a board with it, you know, and the visuals like 2 towers, you get to P plus, and you saw that you saw this picture. So since we sell all the towers with lights, every new client, it's around 600 PV, and we need in Canada 1,200 PV to get to P plus and 2 clients. So when the new partner comes, most of the time they buy a tower, of course. That's why they come in. So they are their own client, and they often have a friend that will want it. So I always tell them, as soon as you have a second client, try to make it in the 10 days, so then you get 150 bonus. So yeah, so 2 clients P plus, and so you get your commission and the bonus, so your tower is going to cost a lot less. So right at first, that's the first thing I tell them. I don't tell them about all the compensation plans because it's overwhelming, but I'm always telling this because they will do a transaction, they always buy one, and so they will think about, to whom I can sell one to get my bonus, because they know that they want to talk to someone, so they're gonna hurry to talk to someone. Then they get to P plus, and they're like, oh, that's cool, 150, and then it goes on and on. So yeah,
every
that's
customer, you are bringing them in with the mind of them being a partner.
no.
No.
Oh no. At first it's a client, because at first that's the way you make your money. You sell towers.
Mhm.
And if they just want to buy a tower, I sell them a tower. And then they experiment the tower, and oh, I love it so much. And you know what? Finally, my friend won one, and my neighbor. So can I be a partner? Yeah, of course. And then they become a partner. That's the first one. There's the other one who's gonna. They will tell me right away. You know what? I know I can be a partner. I would really like to be a partner because I already have 2, 3, 4 people I'm thinking of. So this is the kind of partner you want. But the one who says, yeah, well, if I'm a partner, well, which discount will I have? So they want to do it just for the discount. I don't want those partners because that's not good. And what I'm telling them when I see that it's those kind of partners, but when it's not real partners, I tell them, yeah, you get this discount of for us it's like 200 Canadian dollars, but you have to pay $52 for the year, and then you have a monthly fee after 6 months. We have $10 monthly fee for the back office and whatever else transactional. So they're going to take it on your income, of course, but it's still a monthly payment that you have to pay. And at the end of the year, you will have to declare this 200 commission that you will have get, because you're going to receive a T4A. We call it a T4A in Canada. So you will have to declare this income. So it's like, wow. So yeah, you have a discount, but there are things around it. So I want partners that at least want to share it to a couple of people. You know, as soon as they say, "Oh, I know a couple of person," yeah, that's perfect, because we as many partners sharing a little bit, it's perfect. But someone who just want to do it just for the commission, I won't say no. I cannot say no. You cannot be a partner, but that's not something I. And also I had this partner that she was at. Every time she was talking about the tower to someone, she was right away talking about being a partner. And I told her, not to do that unless you can feel that the person want to be a partner. But when you do that, maybe sometimes they can be afraid and they're like, no, I just want to buy a tower. And network marketing, sometimes they're like, oh, you want to recruit me? I don't want da da da. So it's better that you're a customer, you want a tower, yeah, just buy it. And then they like it, they love it. Oh, now they want to be a partner. I think it's better. Yeah.
Let's open it for everyone else to ask questions.
All right. So we are going to ask if you would like to ask a question, please let us know and we will just go ahead and unmute one at a time here. If anybody has a question. Okay.
Now, if you all don't, I've got bunches of questions I want to ask. You want to hog it, so I was going to let you all ask questions. But you don't have any, I
Great
do.
opportunity. Okay.
Okay, so no.
Josée, does your husband help you in the business?
Does my husband what?
Work with you in the business?
Oh, yes.
start
Well, actually, at first, when I started as a partner, I was alone. And then last summer, he became my partner under me. So is direct to me. And we opened the farm in November. So that's when he started like full time for the farm and also developing a team. So his link is the tower farm. And he has 150 partners, I think. So I'm taking care, of course, of all the partner side, and he's taking care of the developing the business. And we both take care of the farm, of course. And we have an employee also because we cannot be there all the time. But we work a lot at the farm, and Danny's developing a lot on the commercial side, and also institution and schools, food banks. And commercials also. So he's doing a lot of business with those corporations. And of course, people who wants to buy towers is a great seller. He's a great seller.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much, Josée, for answering all the questions, giving us so
Yeah.
much information. You gave
You're
us
welcome.
information on every area, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's all
My-
give her a hand.
My pleasure. It was fun.
Hey,
I know-
unmute and say thank you, please. This
Yes.
is wonderful.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Josée.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
See you
your
in
time.
Charlotte.
Thank you.
Thank
See you in
you.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye
Thank you from
bye.
Orlando. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Thank
Thanks
my
again.
my pleasure. Yeah, you're a great team.
Bye.
And,
you.
and let's rock it. We need to feed the world.
Amen.
We
You
do.
got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.